Oh, right. Yeah. I thought we'd do some Grandad Jesse upsetting people. Um, yeah, I've also been trying to get one whole interview of Jesse interviewing someone, but I just can't get it. Um, but yeah, I did want to do that, but the savage moments will do for now until I can work that out. But yeah, um, yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson, Savage Moments, Part 43. Let's go.
And men, you got to get your gonads back. You know what a gonad is? Were you in the classroom that day when they discussed gonads?
That's more like a slang.
Oh.
Wrong.
And here's the picture of a guy by the name of Damian McKinnon, and he's facing charges of disorderly conduct. Beta Bear! He looked like a hag.
Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson is as black as you get. The only thing white about him are his teeth.
Oh, his shirt says, Beta Cock. Cuck is someone who let his wife. Oh, really? So I guess a white woman said that a black co-anchor man looked like a gorilla.
You just posted?
Okay, you have to see this. This is Finn. We're about to show. Oh my goodness, take a look at him. He's a resident of the Oklahoma City Zoo. Kind of looks like you. We didn't take a picture.
It kind of does, actually, yeah.
But you see the woman didn't mean any harm at all.
Right.
Just two friends, two co-workers, whatever, sitting there. She said,
No, I'll give you that. I don't think she was being racist there, but damn, that's a big faux pas. Good God.
look like you. Okay, you saw that. No harm in that, right? Two anchor people sitting there talking about the gorilla on the cell phone, having fun. The white woman says something that black people, because they hate white people, say you can't say.
I'm here this morning because I want to apologize not only to my coworker Jason, but to our entire community. And I want you to know I understand how much I hurt you out there and how much I hurt you. I love you so much, and you have been one of my best friends for the past year and a half, and I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you.
To be fair, I don't know how much he's being made to do that too, but one, she's acting like she killed his mum or killed his kid. He's sitting there like a child whose parents saying, "Oh, we're not going to get drunk and hit each other anymore." Like, this is embarrassing. And to be honest, he does look a bit like that monkey. But that's, again, it's not really a race thing, because Ian Brown's got an album, Unfinished Monkey. I mean, if there's any human who looks like a monkey, it's Ian Brown, and he's named his album Unfinished Monkey Business. But yeah, this is ridiculous. This is like so fake. What are you crying like that for? Like, literally, you are crying like you ended someone's life.
And I love our community.
So fake.
And I want you all to know, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. I know it was wrong, and I am so sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you. Oh, and touching him. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Mama love you. Mama love the blacks. I love all my blacks. I'm sorry. And believe me, in secret, I guarantee you that man didn't care less about that. Gabrielle, welcome to the show.
That's what I'm saying. He don't care, but he's got to sit there, and he's sitting there like a I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? Like that was insane. That was insane, and it's insane that like your society's got to be going pretty well if that type of thing happens. It shows you there's no real other problem in your society, that you're so concerned that someone has to sit there and act, yeah. Jesus, George Bush and Tony Blair started a massive war, killed loads of people, and they didn't sit there crying like that.
History Month.
My name is Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, thank you.
Yeah.
Are you a first-time caller, Gabrielle?
I'm the first time to talk to you. I've called a couple of times and they cut me off because they didn't like my question.
That's not true. That never happens.
Well, let's not talk about that.
She just lied. You lied. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah. So
She lied.
I'm gonna let me lay
She
out
lied.
the groundwork first, and then we'll talk. So I'm African American.
Were you born in
And actually,
Africa?
No, actually, I call myself an American African.
Were you born in Africa?
Let's not play, Jesse.
I'm not playing. Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Were you born in Africa?
I don't want to go through that, Jesse.
You know why?
I'm telling
Because you don't
who
want to
I
be
am.
honest.
You want to hear? You want to hear who I am?
Not really.
Okay, so
I just want to know why you call.
usually after I listen to you, I call my daughter and say, "This is the crazy that crazy stuff that Jesse said on the radio show."
She black.
And yeah, I am black. That's true.
Are you a
And
Christian, Gabrielle? Are you a Christian? Are you a Christian?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
You are
All right.
Christian. Okay.
I'll speak slowly because I know you slow.
I'm black and slow.
All black people are not slow, but you are a slow human being
And you are a liar.
who happens to be black.
And you are a liar who happens to be black.
I'm not going to fall for that.
You
That is
said
not
they hung
true.
up on you because they didn't like what you said. That was a lie.
Well, it may have been a misunderstanding.
No.
That's definitely a lie, because Jesse's main callers are people there's a couple of them that always pop up in compilations. They ring Jesse, seems like every day, to have an argument with him and say he's
A lie.
Well, no, it was not a lie.
That's what you wouldn't know.
I'm not going to engage in this if I'm a liar, you a liar, who lied.
I know,
To
but we
prove
can't
out the
believe
truth.
you, Gabrielle, because you lied coming in
My name is Gabrielle.
Gabrielle,
I have not lied.
you as
You
a
don't know-
as
you
a
don't
Christian
know
woman, you
whether or
lied.
not I have ever lied.
You lied as a Christian woman. You lied about calling into the show. How can a Christian woman start out lying?
Why you don't go back to that, Jesse?
Just reminding people,
I've already
as a Christian woman, you lied. Just
Do you hear how ridiculous you sound?
No, it's all good to me.
Well, you sound really petty.
Which would sound petty, to lie or to be told that you lied and you want to admit that you lied?
No. You're a person listening to the
Gabrielle,
conversation
should
will hear that
Gabrielle,
you are
Gabrielle, should women be allowed to hit men?
Well, let me say something.
Should women be allowed to hit men?
Because that's not a question deserving of a yes or no answer.
Yes, it
You
is.
asked me-
You're not.
No, it's
Women are not able
No.
to tell the truth, and
No.
you're an example of that. I asked, should women be allowed to hit men?
Jesse? Okay. Let's talk.
Gabrielle, I ask you one more time, and if you're not going to answer, I must move on. Should women
Okay,
be
but-
allowed to hit men?
I don't... Jesse?
Listen to the Christian woman.
Jesse, I have not... You're making those sounds. I'm not making those sounds.
Yes,
That's
you are.
making
You're going,
those
Jeff.
You know what's great with Jesse is that he's not even like all the other seemingly right wing pundits, I guess you'd call them, your Ben Shapiro's. They always seem to be like they're either trying to completely disprove your point or like to humiliate you or to get you on side to show like they seem like they're taking it. Jesse just doesn't seem like he gives a shit about what you think. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's so great about him. He's just going, nah. That's so childish. That's like what you do to like when you're little. To like you, I stood to my sister, jump, when they're talking at you, like just being annoying. That's what he's being, just an annoying little brother.
You go, Jesse.
No, I said Jesse. That's you making those sounds. I'm
Imitating
not
you.
talking like that.
So should women be allowed to hit men?
Women should not be allowed to hit men.
I rest my case.
Men should not be allowed to hit. Men should not be allowed to hit women.
I agree.
Okay, so why are we talking about that?
Because you wouldn't say if women should be allowed to hit men or not. You were
I was not doing that. I was not doing that, Jesse. You're doing that. Do you hear how silly you sound?
Have you ever hit a man?
I did.
And you proud of it?
Well, do you want me to tell you the story?
No.
He's driving my car, dropping me at work, and we're having a conversation, and
She's making up a lie.
I'm sorry?
You're making up a lie. That's why you're going so slow.
No.
Yeah? Gabriella, I appreciate your call. Will you call me again?
You know, I will, because I got a lot of stuff I would like to help you work out.
Oh, no.
But, you know, but
every time a man listens to a woman, he suffers. No, thank you.
Yeah. But, you know, just the hate that you have for women.
No, I don't hate. You hate men. You hate men. Watch out, man. He'll chew you up.
No, I got another story for you.
No, I got to go. Call me again. One last thing, Bill. I was up in...
Staying on the men-women thing, this is completely side note, but it's just something I noticed. I was watching a guy who interviewed serial killers. I'll be quick with this. But interviewed serial killers. And the Ted Bundy thing come up. And the interviewer who was interviewing him said, what was Ted Bundy's childhood like? And he said, well, to be honest, I'm not really interested. He's like, because apparently he was abused when he was younger, rah. But he's like, a colleague of mine once said to me, think about it, loads of kids are abused and they don't turn into serial killers. And he's like, and I thought that was absolutely right. And I think that's right. A lot of people get abused. A lot of people go through bad things in their life and it doesn't turn them into a serial killer. But then fast forward to the woman, some woman, it's the film Monster, who she's about. I think the guy was just in love with this woman because he basically said, yeah, she went around killing men. But then you find out like she was abused when she was a kid. She was like become a sex worker and was abused by men and whatever in that line of work. And in the end, it boiled up to that she went around killing people. And I was thinking, hold on a minute. You just literally said 5 minutes ago that I'm not interested about what happened to Ted Bundy because no matter what a kid goes through, it doesn't mean you end up being a serial killer. But then when this woman comes around who's killing men, you say, oh, but she had a rough childhood. She was abused by her dad and was abused by, and that's what I was thinking. That is a complete double. You're justifying something where you're saying that thing doesn't justify when it was about Ted Bundy. And I do think it doesn't justify Ted Bundy to go around killing people just as much as it doesn't justify that woman to go around killing men. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that's a side note. But I just noticed that I was listening to it last night and I was thinking, you literally just contradicted yourself from what you said earlier. Anyway.
Destin, California this past Saturday. I was participating and spoke at the first straight pride parade. But the children of Satan showed up, the Antifa and the fat lesbians. It was so much fun dealing with those people. I felt like I was sitting in an ice cream shop.
What do you think about praying in tongues?
I think that it's the tongue of Satan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What does that mean to speak in tongues?
You don't know what to pray, so you're allowing the Holy Spirit, angelic language, to pray for you, because, like you said, you don't know what.
So if you're allowing the Holy Spirit to intercede for you, why do you need to be murmuring all those words that you don't know what you're talking about?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've been doing it, but sometimes I feel like I'm just babbling.
You are. You're just babbling.
Huh.
You black,
Right.
but just on the outside. You are
No, I'm white on the inside.
You are definitely an 85-year-old Caucasian man with a credit score of 690.
That's right. Now they want more reparation. We've given them everything they've asked for.
Who is we?
We, the American people. They wanted, remember when they were begging for civil rights? Remember that?
What's wrong with you?
And then we gave them civil rights, right? And then they wanted to integrate the schools. Remember that?
You are amazing.
Thank you.
You really
But listen
are.
to me. You remember when they wanted to integrate the school?
This guy is amazing.
Amazing.
The stuff that comes out of his mouth.
Breaking news. I grew up on a plantation in Alabama. You know about that?
You should know better, Mr. Peterson.
Under the
I
Jim
know.
Crow law. And
Jim Crow. Remember Jim Crow?
Right. I was under Jim
That
Crow.
didn't affect you?
No. And then I remember for blacks only drinking fountains and white only.
This guy is amazing.
Amazing.
You grew up on a plantation and you still have this mentality?
Yes. It's called free mentality.
That's called master. That's what that's called. It's called
When my master said he...
This is a crazy thing. You can do it right now. I checked the other day. Because slavery was actually Democrats. Which I thought was crazy. But then I put in who started Jim Crow laws. I don't know if you can see that. White Democrats had regained political power in every southern state. These southern states, well, yeah. So there you go. I bet this guy votes Democrat. But he's telling Jesse you should know better. I thought that blew my mind. Because it was in the Jesse James book that the Democrats were the slave owners and the Republicans was the ones trying to end slavery. And I thought, yeah, but I bet Republicans brought in Jim Crow laws. That was literally my next thought. So I put in who started Jim Crow laws and white Democrats. Blew my mind.
I said, yes, master, we said.
You seen Django?
Stephen Fetty.
What was the guy's name in the house?
Mr. I won the award like 2 or 3 times already. I beat out...
Hey, come get this nigga, man! Hey, NAACP, come get this nigga, man!
I beat out Clarence Thomas. But anyway, let's move forward.
Yes, let's move forward.
Do you notice that most black people believe in social? So we gave them the schools, right?
Who is we, Mr. Peterson?
American people. We the
No,
American
but
people.
we.
Right.
What side are you on? Like,
On the right side.
right.
Right.
So when they were opposing black people for all these things, that was the side that was the right side?
Yes. I'm not done with this yet. So we gave them the schools, right?
You are really amazing. Go ahead, sir. Go
Okay.
ahead. This is amazing. I feel like I'm trapped in a vortex of stupidity.
And so now you're coming out of your stupidity? You're waking up and coming out. Are you saying that?
No.
Why is it that, how were you
I can't save you.
How were you able to work your way up?
I came on this show thinking I was going to save you.
Right. But listen.
Can't save you.
How were you able to work your way up?
Jesus can't save you.
We got to move a little fast.
I can't even believe I'm listening to you, Mr. Peterson.
How were you able to work your way up, but the rest of the blacks can't do it? I need one word answers, all right?
Okay.
All right.
The hot seat.
Is Amy Schumer funny?
Yes.
She is? Mm-hmm. Amazing. Should Black America get reparations?
Yes.
Is America a Christian nation?
What if it was a Muslim nation?
Is it a Christian nation?
You'd move to Canada, wouldn't you?
Right away.
You don't like Muslims.
I wouldn't want them doing the Allah Akbar on me. But listen, is America a Christian nation?
I don't think it's dominated by one religion.
Is there such thing as racism?
Yes, Mr. Peterson.
Yes. How about sexism?
Yes.
Homophobism?
Yes.
Deadbeatism?
Yes.
And Judaism?
Judaism is what it's called.
You would never be the same after today.
Okay.
Savage. Savage. Savage.
Nasty thing. Amazing. Hello, Jesse. It's President Trump, your number one fan.
Amazing! The Great White Hope!
Oh, well, I got to say, Jesse, it's absolutely amazing. I've been listening to you for about 4 years now, and you said some wonderful, wonderful things about me. And, you know, I'd like to call you the Great Black Hope. Okay? How does that sound?
The Great Black Hope. I love it, especially coming from you.
Yeah, well, you know, you've said some amazing things about me. And you're one of the reasons why I think I was elected. You know, and the fake news media, all they do is say nasty things. They're nasty people. But, you know, Jesse Lee, you have been so tremendous. And I want to say that you are definitely not a beta male.
Amazing.
Someone said about Trump phoning, but yeah, I bet that made Jesse's life. He loves Trump. Well, I don't know whether as much as he likes Trump or as much as he likes the reaction he gets. But yeah. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the whole African American thing. That is a crazy thing. That doesn't exist here. That just doesn't exist here. No one's ever said I'm African English. Because you have Black English. Like, if you put in Quincy Thwaites, he was part of the Brixton gang war when Black Jamaicans, people from Jamaica, were trying to take over Brixton. And it became a war between the Black Jamaicans and as like what he called himself, the Black English. People that have lived in England, like, and that's what they know is England. It's like, yeah, it's a different, it's a very different thing, the racial thing here. Because you do get, I mean, like I say, there is no real black culture, white culture. There's English culture, there's Jamaican culture, there's African, Indian, Muslims. But, like, for example, you could walk, you can easily bump into like a black boy who talks exactly like me with the English like accent, and then you'll meet white boys that talk ghetto. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a much more, maybe it's because it's a smaller country too, that you don't really have much choice but to be kind of in each other's thing. It's like a lot of what our things is Jamaican, our wagwan. I say that to everyone, wagwan. And I don't even think it is Jamaican, but more specifically a English Jamaican thing. Like people in England just say that. Like it's become part of our language. I even see. I think it was Big. What's that? Big Nasty in that, where he said about it. Where someone said, "Should white people be allowed to say Wagwan?" And he's like, "It's not even that type of thing, Wagwan. That is, it's like everybody says it in England. It just is. It come from Jamaican, but it's like it has it's been kind of adopted into basically English language. We got a lot of slang from other places that, like, to say Black America wouldn't know because it's Jamaican. Yeah, you see it. I've seen like Black Americans react to UK hip hop, and some of the words they use, they're like, "What does that mean?" But over here, that's like that is how people talk. But it comes from a Jamaican thing. But yeah, the whole African American is weird because if you've grown up in America, if you're born in America and you've grown up in America, you've got no idea what Africa's like. Like, it's like I've got a mate whose dad's Irish. He thinks he's Irish, but he grew up 2 doors away from me. It's like you're English, even if both your parents, even if genetically you have an Irish descent, the culture you've been brought up around is English. You don't know what it's like to live in Ireland. You've never lived there, so it's like, and it is. It's like different cultures. Yeah, but I will say that, like I say, over here you'd just be Black English or you'd be Jamaican, African, whatever, wherever you're from. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you'll be Black English. No one would ever say I'm African English or Jamaican English. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.